Hi Tea Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we're checking out 17's Eyes on You. I'm going to be honest, the thumbnail for this music video stresses me out. Just the scene that it seems to be on and I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I have no idea. I'm going into this comeback with literally no knowledge. I don't know any of the things about it, really. So I'm just like jumping in head first and seeing where we end up. So we're gonna check out this song and maybe, just maybe, be okay. It could happen. Also, after doing the most recent comeback with Thunder, it feels so good to have Junghan here. My brain, like, I did 2 songs where, like, my brain was just, like, refusing to accept the fact that there were not all of them there. And now it's just, I feel centered seeing them all. All right, let's see what this song has for me. Eyes on You. Ooh. I didn't know we were partying. Like the echo on that. Whoa, okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Joshua. I was not ready for this beat. Again, I saw the thumbnail and I was like, this is gonna stress me out. And now it's like, we're gonna party first though. Okay. Got a little like disco vibe to it almost. Ooh, I love his softened voice there. Beautiful little cry there. Wait, I know we're winding up. I wasn't ready for this beat coming in. I love that we're getting a bunch of the softened voices, especially with like Joshua, right? Like stepping in with a bit of this hook with DK and Seungwon. And then having Joshua with this like very softened out voice. Love the little cry that we got in Hoshi's voice there. Love the layered vocals that are being put into. Really fun instrumentation. Interesting. I like the vibe of it too, of just like heart rate matches the BPM and walking together and I want to know you without resting, like this idea of like rushing forward into how you're feeling about someone, or like almost like eyes on you, maybe like locked on them, right? Like you are unable to escape like the energy or like the draw of that person. I was expecting there to be like more vocals, so let me just like wind up. Ooh. Love the bass line. The vocal sample is fun. Ooh, okay, just sliding into the next verse. But I was expecting there to be more of like a drop in that beat because we had so much going on in the verse and then this huge wind up, right? Like I was expecting there to be more vocals after Mingyu's part, and then it just sat there and we got that wind up and then it pulls right back into that like percussion and bass coming through. And I really like that for someone like Junghan's voice, which is a bit of a softer sound. So having his voice not have to compete with a huge crash of the instrumentation is a really good way of arranging all that. And I love the way that we're shifting between all of the vocalists and stuff. Even Minghao, right? Like he has a softer voice a lot of the time too. So having a bit of a pulled back production just gives more space for the softer voices to come through. I feel like all this is just playing off my expectation of what was going to be. A little vocal run there. Look at the use of space too. Ooh, I like when he said the little like texture in there, a little bit of like fun in the delivery. But I also like the line of having kind of a meaningless conversation with this person where I like you because we can just talk about nothing and it's still like engaging. Like we the kinds of people where you can just have these long-winded conversations where you're just talking about everything and nothing. So I love bringing some of that in. And like I was saying, I like the way that we're using space in this. It's like strangely laid out. Maybe that's just for like my brain, but against what I'm expecting, like we had a pause there in the middle of the chorus that kind of sat there for a little bit longer than I would have expected. And then we just slide immediately into the next verse with June's line. So it's strange how the spacing is in there. And I like that both in terms of having this kind of restless jumping forward if I don't want to take a break getting to know you, right? I just want to already know enough about you that we can have those like meaningless conversations that are like both about everything and nothing. But there's also kind of these spaces in it of letting the moment breathe or saying, hey, as long as we're like looking at each other, as long as we're together, even like we're just like walking around or we're just talking about whatever, it's still meaningful, right? So letting those silences or like those spaces in the vocals at least rest, sit there is really interesting within the dynamic of what the song is about too. Love the way it grooves. Fun. I wasn't ready for Vernon's lines. Okay, fine. Sure. Especially for getting, like I was saying, we're getting this throwback sound with all these like synths and things going on, this like dance music coming through. Fun. Points for using shindig. Ooh, that's higher up for him. See, there's space. Ooh, and just like we keep going, we're just gonna play out, or you're not gonna give me like a bridge. Okay, I was thinking with Wanu's part, like you could have had him hit at a much lower part. They've done that before where he kind of comes in for a second chorus and he has a much lower delivery because that fits with his voice, but it also has a different impact to it. And I feel like you could have done that with this because you have a very like bass heavy sound. But I kind of like that they have him in that upper part of his range because it keeps the energy of the song going, because I feel like bringing it down contains some of that energy. So I think that's interesting way of arranging it. Fascinating. I love that it comes crashing in when it says tell me about yourself. We get more of the production coming through. I'm just gonna play out. I love a little like higher synth there. That's fun. That's fun. Oh, I love that that was fun. I am very nervous now because what do you mean that was a super fun song and the thumbnail is giving me stress for the music video? How are you gonna crush my soul with a song like that? I don't trust them. Super fun though. I love the dance track. I feel like probably the choreo was super fun with that kind of beat. And again, having kind of these spaces in the vocals open up a little bit of room for them to do different things with the choreo and the arrangement of how they perform it. Love getting like some light sounds still with the vocals. I feel like they softened out their voices quite a bit for a lot of it. Like even DK and Seungkwan having a bit of a softer delivery, a bit of a breathier delivery than they usually do, which I think is fun in contrast to having this like really heavy dance beat to then have a bit of a softer voice. But I feel like it fits with the meaning of the song of being enamored with this person and just wanting to get to know them. Like it isn't about being like super strong in your delivery of that. It's, hey, I'm totally fine if we just talk about nothing or just go for a walk, or I don't know, maybe we could just gaze into each other's eyes lovingly. I don't know. Like it has that vibe of it really doesn't matter what we're doing. I just want to be in your orbit and I just want to like get the opportunity to learn more about who you are. So I think that having this kind of softer delivery kind of fits in to that, of this kind of like gentle, let me be part of whatever it is that you're doing. I just want to be part of it. Super fun song. I feel like it was too short because of that. But I guess we like going into a music video, I would have thought that this music video would have been like bright and fun, but the thumbnail is not giving that. What are we doing? Look, I don't know why I'm already stressed out, but I'm already stressed out. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna see what's happening. See, this seems fun. Sunrise, sun. Whoa. Ah, the cutie smiles. Ah, sorry. Oh my gosh, look at their smiles. Okay, sorry, just Junghan's there and Wonwoo's there, and I just need a second. I just need a second as I cover the future, and I just need to recalibrate. They've got injuries though. What's that about? Oh my god. What? Okay. What I want from life is neither money nor something about bonds. Creating bonds. Like what matters most is creating bonds. Interesting. I'm already on edge because they're super happy and cute, but some of them have injuries to their face. Oh my god. This golden lighting just works for him. Ah! Sorry. I'm sorry. Dino smiled. I got distracted. I need to calm down. I like this orange light for it though. I think it's fun. Like getting to the end of the day and now you can kind of relax. Oh, sweetie. You have the blue lighting though. You don't seem as happy. That stresses me out. Oh my gosh, who's on the ground? Okay, first up, I was like, I'm stressed out. Cutie pie. We got like some gold lighting. Like the gold lighting really works because it's like end of the day, you're going like relaxing and everything, kind of leave the worries of like work and all of that behind. And then we got like blue lighting with Hoshi and he didn't seem as happy. We got scoops. Is that like a countdown or time? Date? I don't know. Got birds on this shirt too. Who's on the floor? Ooh, who are we running from? And you're injured now. You're also have an injury. Why are these two paired up? And again, injuries, it looked like, what, were we running from the cops? What's happening? Orange, blue, and red. I like his silky shirt. Ming Hao. So close-ups on the eyes too. Like Aiza and you, but interesting. Is it like we've got this mixture of blue and orange, obviously like kind of the complementary colors. You get a lot of like blue and orange lighting in a lot of things just for the aesthetic of it, but I think it's interesting to have certain scenes that are very like golden lighting, happy, positive, and then to have these like moments of blue. The shift between Woozi's face into that smile, it almost feels forced, at least with Hoshi, to have like all the cameras almost feels like needing to be on because there's like cameras facing at you, as opposed to like when he's alone and you can see some of that kind of like blue leaking in, losing yourself, right? We have them kind of closing their eyes as they're like enjoying the music, but maybe it's also cutting yourself off, right? Blocking it out. Right? Like eyes on you, but closing their eyes at some points. Cute. The link. Aw, cute smile. Ooh, so we have S-Coops and Mingyu are also paired up. Share your contact, like sharing connection. We have Boo and DK as well. See, this... What happened? This stresses me out. You better be okay, sir. Wait, wait! You're just gonna like rush past it, like we're just like having fun or whatever, and then you were just gonna like switch because we had... Okay, now we have Mingyu injured in some way, and then we had Minghao and Zhenghan, and Zhenghan was also running away. So we have all those flashes with Mingyu. Car crash of some kind? Aw, you're going through it too. Did Dino flash with him? Whoa, wait! At a funeral? Whoa. And why is Joshua like pulling Hoshi out? Do we have a funeral? And then Joshua's like, is that because we found out what happened? Mingyu? Is it like non-linear? Interesting to have the matchup of what Boo and Dino being like, come on. Interesting to have all the pair-ups. So possibly someone who's going through something more negative or having a tough time, and then matching up with someone who is going to be like support? DK and Boo again. Of course, one who's running. Okay, so it feels like they left the like club or party, whatever, and they're smiling. The same outfits anyway. I'm suspicious. I'm like, you're cute, but like, I'm on edge. Interesting. Yeah, so it's like Boo, DK, S-Scoops and Mingyu, Vernon and Dino, Zhenghan and Minghao. Wano seems to be on his own. Woozie seems to be on his own. June, that might be a scheduling thing when this came out. Yeah. I'm like, is June... Yeah, like, June's not here in the group shot, is he? So I'm assuming there was probably a scheduling thing. But y'all stressed me out. You just, like, didn't go back to Mingyu. Just give me logos? I'm interested to just not go back. Like, that just happened in, like, the middle of the video. When there's, like, a bunch of... And it's not, like, a sad song. And we have certain people who are, like, not really paired up with anyone. Which is a little bit weird because, like, you could have them all paired up if June wasn't there in person. Then the numbers even out. But we don't. I get it from a, like, connect from a distance even. Like, even though if he's not there in person, he's still, like, part of it. Like, you can still, like, connect with someone. And it almost feels like forgetting about the negative things that have happened. But why are some of them injured and some of them aren't? And there's a funeral of some kind that we never go back to. Not that I want to go back to the scene. I just want to see what he's wearing. Because it's not the same jacket that he's wearing later. He's got, like, the denim. But here he's got the pattern outfit. There's, like, a bunch of the rest of them have the same outfit throughout. So where do you fit into the timeline? Wait. Yeah, see, he has the same outfit here. But it's not... Same with S-Scoops. But it's not the ones at the event. They have different outfits here. So I feel like it's a separate thing. Am I thinking too deeply about this? Perhaps. Interesting, though, that, like, some of them have gone through specific injuries or whatever. You have a suit here, which I'm assuming implies some of the stuff going on with this whole like funeral thing we never went back to. Intrigued. I feel like I could dig more into this, but I don't know how deep I should go. Okay, that's always my issue with anything that is like vaguely storyline, lore related, is I'm like, how insane do I need to be? And most of the time with 17, it is not that intricate. There are like connections between different things. It isn't as like concrete as some like other groups' lore. One thing though is we also had Mingyu picked out on his own in Maestro. We had the scene where he was like in the guard outfit and he turned around and he saw Minghao. So that also makes me curious about why he's being singled out and like what thread might be there. And we've definitely had like injuries to certain members at certain times. Like we also had some stuff with going from Darling and Hot. We had the connection there between the two kind of like possibilities of the positive one and then the one where they like fell through some kind of time warp. I'm just thinking because I'm like, oh, Junghan also had like a cut on like his nose in that as well. Minghao had injuries as well, but they all did. It just makes me curious. It just makes me curious. How connected should I be? How much should I be testing my knowledge of their songs? I just think it's interesting to have it just dropped there. And I'm like, as far as I know, there's only like the 2 music videos for this comeback. And I understand that I'm skipping one, so I might be missing some information. But it's not like we got unit music videos for this comeback. So it makes me curious. Maybe I have to go back through promo stuff. I don't know. I'm just a reactor. I try not to look too deep into things before I get into it. And I really went into this comeback being like, I didn't know anything that was happening because I was still catching up on other stuff and I wasn't even bothering to keep up with what was happening when this comeback was coming in. So I have no idea, but I'm intrigued and I have lots of thoughts. Fun song though, and love all the kind of acting moments that we got in this one. I think that the lighting was really interesting. Intrigued, if nothing else. So I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with me. You can click this playlist to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I post a 17 reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.